A lot of times we see them front load. As soon as they lose, they front load. They reverse the order.
Yeah, the anchor
put
goes
their
to the
best
start.
in the front. Yeah.
We just saw that in the previous matchup. But here
we go.
It's all legend picks from this point on, and it looks like Fozey starting off. Actually, so Solarson and Frydasole are the first matchup, and I'm looking at Pavelski is on a completely new legend, the Mordex.
Pavelski's on Mordex.
Yeah,
which,
I say new for the tournament.
Right.
But the gauntlets are still there.
We've seen Pavelski absolutely crush on the Mordex, so this could be huge. Anyway, guys, welcome to Grand Finals. Here we go. Team Yellow versus Team Pink. We saw them face off against each other in the winners final already. Pink barely got away with the victory. Barely. I mean, last hit red in game 3. So here we are again.
Yep, Fozey's down sig. I remember that on the Olgrim.
Oh my gosh.
That was the stopping Hysen in his tracks. And so far, they're just kind of like, you know what, let's just not get put into a position where we have to worry about it being that close. Again, Solarson
so much easier
makes
when
a
you don't have to
quick
go
work
on the
over
last
Frydasole. And so Hysen, this is probably the last time we'll see Hysen going in second.
In second, yeah.
He'll either be first or
because of
anchor.
the game 1 rule, yeah.
Oh. Let's see. Solarson, pretty damaged, but not in red. And Hysen gets kicked away. Man, Solarson has really, I feel like I haven't been, as a caster and commentator, really highlighting how well Solarson's been doing game after game, doing a little bit better every time that he's on the screen. And he is somebody coming in as well. He's the lowest PR left in the tournament, 22. And he is just performing phenomenally every time he's against the
he is nearly the lowest in the whole event.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the ranking of his teammates do not mathematically counter how low he is.
Yeah.
So we really do need to give Solarson credit, because look, he just took 2 stocks by himself.
Yeah, we spent a brief moment.
He's got 2 higher level players than him in the wings ready.
You know, and maybe that's just like, Solarson, you're playing so well that I'm not thinking to mention that you're technically not a top 8 player PR. It's like I just expect this level of play from you now, because he goes down, and as you said, they're already on the anchor for the yellow team.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you know, people don't give enough credit to the guys who just go out there and do their job and do it right. You know, he doesn't get enough credit because when your teammates are Fozey and Godly, it's fair that you may get overshadowed a little bit, but
whoa!
Oh my God!
Speaking of getting overshadowed a little bit, it's for reasons like this. If Pavelski is able to get that stock, that would be huge. Fozey on the King Knight, now trying to equalize the game, or to keep the game in his lead rather. And Pavelski is trying to equalize it there, but no, he makes it back. The benefit you get on this legend, so darn tanky with that 8 defense, and the edge of the down sig connects. Pavelski could go down here. Whoa. You know, this is a great learning opportunity. You mentioned it before, I mentioned again. That weapon throw forced that stock because Pavelski had to cancel the momentum of his jump with the dodge to avoid the weapon throw. And because of that, he didn't touch. It's one of those small things.
You really just don't get to choose that. You got to jump and make it back. You got to take your most efficient path back to the stage for the most part. And yeah, if you have to use your dodge at a bad time, I mean, maybe it would be worth holding that dodge. You know a weapon throw's coming. You dodge the weapon throw, and then you get to use both of your jumps as efficiently as possible, but it just doesn't line up all that. It's not really in their control.
Yeah.
Such a good weapon throw may just force them to lose the stock, even if it doesn't
all
hit.
Of the credit to Fozey for that weapon throw, too, because it was just pixels away from touching Demon Island there off of that weapon throw. And now Godly,
right over the corner.
Godly has to really secure the lead for his team here. When it came to Pink versus Yellow in winners finals, Godly was coming in at an even game and then taking an extra 2 stocks and really pushing them over the edge. This time, Solarson came in and been like, hold on, I'm going to make everybody's job easier, take 2 stocks right off the bat, and now Godly just has to continue getting that extra credit by taking Frydasole down here.
Yeah, Pink team's got to be pretty stoked at how well Solarson played that first stock. I mean, Hysen didn't clutch it as much as Yellow may have hoped for. I mean, you can't just count on somebody to clutch super hard and take 3 stocks by themselves. Maybe you can start expecting that from Hysen just because of how often he seems to do it. Nice return back to the stage from Frydasole. Godly throws his gauntlets, got no gauntlets. Fry takes advantage of the fact that Godly wanted to grab that last weapon. Surely a weapon's going to spawn for Godly here, but he's not reaching back for it. Fry knew it was there. He steals it away from Godly. Godly doesn't care. He's ready to fight unarmed. It's Ryu, for God's sake.
Oh, no, Frydasole. Is Godly going to be the player, the first one, to punish Frydasole for that specific neutral sig? It has not happened yet, and it still hasn't happened.
No one has the courage.
And the neutral light comes through, but you know, maybe that's why Frydasole likes it so much, because it either works.
He's like, no one ever punishes me for this.
Or he gets 5 seconds to think about his next move, and that's like fine.
That's a good point, yeah, even if it doesn't hit.
But now, pink team, Godly's still in his first stock, Frydasole on 1, and Godly's going against Hysen. We talked about this before. Hysen was doing the best against Godly when it came to the head-to-head. Yeah. Let's see if he can take the stock down.
And on a mirror match, too. I mean, come on, dude. Hysen is crazy.
Oh, man, just look at the pressure going back and forth. Neutral off the ward pickup. Godly gets the weapon throw into the nair. Still gets the weapon, too. Doesn't fall with the sider, but the weapon throw forward. Sidelight, cider, Hysen off the right side of the stage. Is Godly going to bring down 2 players to the last stock before losing 1? I can't. That was so close. Again? Yeah. Oh,
there is no better stage to be landing that down sig.
Yeah. Sidelight side air, Godly's out of there. Hysen, however, so damaged, and this time he doesn't even have that that Fozey element where like before it was like if there's any player that Hysen's going to take down really quickly, it's Fozey. Solarson is doing a phenomenal job taking down Hysen, and last time he cut through both Fozey and or cut through Frydasole and Hysen. So Solarson's got to be feeling real comfortable here after what Godly just did. Oh, that was almost perfect. That time, you know, he went for the D-Light down air to get enough damage for the recovery to work. That time, no need for the down air. Gets the recovery, takes him off the top. 1 stock left for Frydasole and Hysen. Pavelski here as the anchor, the only one left with 2.
The yellow team's really relying on Pavelski to have an incredible performance on this stock, because there's a lot to come back from. 2 full stocks and some change. Oh, that would have been good.
Really leapt out there. Solarson trying to get the downlight starters, neutrally coming through. This matchup we didn't really get to see on the first stock around because Solarson was so damaged when it happened. Pavelski now getting hit by the Nair. Solarson trying to go forward with the, oh no, sidelight doesn't hit. Pavelski could take the stock down here. That'd be huge. Yellow team is in desperate need of any wins right now.
Yeah, and Pavelski, he just keeps getting hit. Solarson is like, what a match Solarson is. I am now expecting Solarson to absolutely crush it in the next tournament. He's so good. It doesn't matter what rank the person is he's going up against.
Solarson has taken 4 stocks with 2 of his stocks.
With 2.
In a crew battle. That is crazy coming out from him. I mean, Frydasole gets him with the haymaker and brings him down to 1, but that's 5 stocks to 3 right now. Let's see what Frydasole could do against Fozey.
Now we can, like, yellow team has a lot of clutch factor, so there's a chance.
Oh, downer hits. You're right. Yellow team in particular.
It's going to take some crazy offstage action.
Frydasole has that clutch factor.
Yeah, he is ready.
Oh, that's a start.
Here we go.
Oh, there's a hook up on the edge. Fozey makes it back, and Fozey's like, okay, that was close. I'm going to stay over here.
I'm going to stay center stage now.
This feels really comfortable.
You are not throwing me off the stage again.
Sidelight hits, down sig on the way in. Great job on that dodge and punish. Clash comes out, he tries to get the down sig again. Frydasole playing really aggressively towards him, and Fozey taking advantage of that.
Here he goes. Oh man, that last dare would have been enough. Now Fozey's got the advantage. Sending Frydasole back. Frydasole used every recovery option he had to stay up on Fozey, and it worked. Here comes Fozey now. Oh, the exhausted recovery. So tricky, so powerful. I mean, equally as powerful as the first recovery. It's like such an unexpected attack.
Oh, and Fozey goes for the down sig. It's honestly really good here on Demon Island, but Frydasole on the opposite side that time gets the sidelight sider to punish. Sidelight trying to get the landing again. Fozey really wants to. I mean, I don't know why I feel like pink team's at a deficit. They're not. It just feels like
Frydasole the opposite of a deficit.
yeah. Frydasole goes down. Oh man, it's 5 stocks to 2.
It is 5 stocks to 2.
Okay,
not looking good.
Solarson. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Just crazy
the
play
power,
this game.
The power of early momentum cannot be understated in a crew battle like this. It's huge. It's demotivating
and you
to be that far behind in the beginning.
In this format, you really don't expect it because in game one, the lowest seed is leading, so you're just kind of like, that's where you least expect the momentum to come from him. But Solarson, just, I mean, he's cut through 2 players every time that he's been on the field.
He's ranked 22, and right at the beginning, he cut through rank 19, and he cut through rank 13, and then he got number 6 down pretty far, too.
After taking 13 down again. That's,
I forgot.
Yeah, that's why it's like, okay, Solarson, you're playing a little crazy.
He's a beast.
Godly's going to be out here with less than 200 damage because he's like, it doesn't get to play.
Oh my gosh.
But look at Fozey.
Pink team
is Fozey going to take Hysen down? Oh man.
They're crushing this.
All right. This is looking pretty good.
I still believe in the ultimate Pavelski comeback.
Oh.
The most clutch.
You're right.
I'll be honest. I don't believe that much.
You don't believe that much? But we can say with evidence that it has
but how about
happened
if Hysen
before.
helps out a little bit more, then maybe.
Take 2 more stocks, Hysen. You got this. Okay, deep red.
This is where Hysen shines. Deep red, last stock. Against the best player, arguably the best player.
Against the undefeated, the reigning undefeated European 1v1 champion. It's like he's yet to lose 1v1s.
He just has to take out Godly, who, as you mentioned, is amazing, and he has not ever done that, And then 2 more people, and then Godly again. But this is Pavelski we're talking about.
Oh wait,
man.
actually, did he do it this game?
Fighting to his last breath.
I can't use that narrative anymore because I'm pretty sure Solarson took Pavelski. I don't remember. Anyways,
we're not giving him enough credit.
It's fine. Pavelski
you know
as
what?
well.
Maybe it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh, the down zig!
Dude, he's doing it in style
too.
That's a nice freeze frame. Pink team absolutely dominating game 1.
Yeah, look at that. 4 knockouts. Solarson MVP of that matchup.
Solarson is the MVP. Like, we're looking at this, and I know a lot of people out there are like, of course the team that has Godly on it's going to win. Are you dumb? Godly won the past 2 tournaments, bro. Yeah. They're probably saying it. Something like that. Something like that.
I just like had deja vu of me sitting at my desk today looking at the draft and saying those exact words. I'm like looking at this and I'm like, anybody look at Pink team? What is they doing?
But it's not Godly, dude. It's
You're right.
Solarson.
You're right.
Like, Solarson and Fozey are coming through so hard, and you wouldn't expect it from like their rankings alone. It doesn't make sense, but. Dude,
I'm pretty satisfied about this outcome, too, because I started this game 1 being like, you know, Foda, I haven't been giving Solarson enough credit. And then Solarson's like, you're right.
Yeah. Let me show you
what happens. Takes out 2 players on the first stock. Second stock comes around, takes down both Hysen and Pavelski. And
he almost took 3 on the first one, too.
You're right.
Like, he got him to red before he went out.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Solarson, he's punching up, you know?
I wouldn't be surprised
he is freaking ranked 22 out of 24 in this event.
If Team Pink looks at that and they go, we don't have to change anything about our lineup. Let's just see what the yellow team has in store for us, because they looked fantastic on that. Yellow, on the other hand, I think Hysen will be the anchor, but we didn't quite get to see it, so we're going to see on this loading screen after this stage striking. Where are we going to be going? Demon Island wasn't such a hot pick for yellow team there. We'll see if that ends up being on the table going into this game, too, because if they... I mean, if Pink wins one more game, they get it.
Pavelski switched to Jayun. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. That means he needs runway. That means we need...
Well, if we've got runway, it's Mammoth or Brawlhalla, what I'm thinking.
Mammoth. We're going to Mammoth, and Pavelski's going to be leading this, going up against Solarson. So, wow, they really are front-loading their damage now. They are expecting, okay, let's get Pavelski to dominate their lowest seed, give us some momentum, and go farther than we've ever gone before, get some early momentum, because we've seen how much early momentum can help.
The safety net of Hysen as an anchor, right? Every single time.
This is a very efficient counter pick.
This feels good, and then like I was thinking for the Pink team, after how dominant that game 1 was, they're like, we don't need to change anything. If we don't win in a 2-0, then we'll worry about it. So they go in and they're like, Solarson, you beat everybody on their team. You keep leading. So let's see if Pavelski can stop it. And he's back in the Jayun, and maybe that's the difference. We really didn't get to see Pavelski fight anybody other than Godly on this weapon.
That's a good point. Yeah, he may have prematurely given up on the Jayun. The Jayun actually has a lot of power left. But oh my gosh, Solarson. How much more can we drive the
He's
point
so
home?
good.
That Solarson is a beast.
What? Okay.
He just keeps doing it,
If
dude.
Solarson takes another 2-0 lead here, I mean, last time he made quick work over Frydasole. What Neutralite? Nair comes through, and Solarson going in with those down lights. Frydasole fighting off the right side of the stage. I mean, we were talking a little bit about how Nice fights for his friends in that earlier matchup, but I'm like, Solarson, what is going on here? I'm excited for your top 8 in the next tournament. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, we'll call it now. Solarson, top 8.
That 22 is not going to be double digits for long at this rate, right? Like, I mean, man. All right, Frydasole.
Crazy.
Let's give Team Yellow some of their energy here, right? Because this is, it's grand finals. We're used to saying best of 5s, but in the Crew Battle Invitational, it's a best of 3, right? This is match point. Pink wins this. That's the 2-0. They get it. So, like, Yellow has got to figure something out here. They got to stop Solarson and then have to worry about it as the seeds get higher, that the matchups get harder and harder. Frydasole, however, has...
Frydasole's already taken too much damage.
Yeah.
Like, the math is not working out for... Dude, Solarson, he's
2 nairs?
He's enraged.
Sidelight? Oh, he wanted to end the stock there of that side.
Do you know, like when you're playing an MMO and you're raiding and like you took too long to kill the boss and it enrages and you could still fight him and maybe win, but like he's doing way too much damage.
80% damage reduction. It's just like,
and that is what's happened. Solarson is enraged.
Look, he's still okay. He fades off the side of the stage.
Himself?
He did
I
drift.
Think, yeah.
He like looked at that and was like, I've done what I needed to do.
You guys can have a turn here. I've done enough. That's crazy, man. Solarson did so good. But don't put it past Frydasole and Hysen to do some crazy clutch. Also, notice that Hysen has switched to Thor. I guess you're about to notice now because here he comes.
So the orb sticking through here. Hysen has really put in a lot of emphasis on that anchor status with the Thor pick, having all that extra defense and trying to live as long as possible while putting on that extra pressure.
He is a great anchor. I mean, no doubt about it.
Let's see if he can make up for it, because right now it is 8 stocks to 7. It's not as bad of a lead as last time because Solarson wasn't able to cut through Frydasole quite like he did in the previous game, but Hysen isn't getting a ton of free hits on Fozey.
And remember, Taza, that this is a best of 3, even though it's grand finals. All crew battle matches are best of 3.
That's right.
Obviously, because they take a really long time. But if Pink wins right now, and well, they're on their way, it's over. They're just gonna take this.
Fozey, so much damage on the Hysen, and Hysen on that anchor factor not flying here. He needs to get that D-Light side air to finish off Fozey, and Fozey with that Sair, weapon throw up, tries to get a landing. Hysen gets the scoop, but no Nair afterwards, and Fozey still living. Nair hit still living. I can't believe that.
Oh my gosh. Well, he is on Roland.
That's right.
Also, can I just say Fozey, best Roland in the world, right? I mean, we don't see anybody else as dedicated to Roland as Fozey, and I know that's not a great time to say it right as he dies, but...
it's only because you were saying it that he went down.
My bad.
It's like, can we say best roll? It just goes down. But yeah, I would agree with you.
Yellow team is tied up the stocks. If Hysen has a good stock here against Godly, they will have brought it back. But I gotta shut up. I gotta stop talking.
If this thing happens that now can't happen because I said it. There's a chance.
Okay.
But now Godly versus Pavelski
stands no chance. It would be so ridiculous if he somehow brought it back because, let's face it, it's Godly. There's nothing he can possibly do.
Gosh, that's harsh.
I'm just trying to trick the universe.
I know, it's funny because it's like you're trying to trick the universe and then it's just like...
Hopefully nobody clips me out of context there.
well, I think you have tricked the universe because look at the damage right now. Uh-oh. I made you admit what you were doing. I jinxed the jinx.
Yeah,
it's like,
the universe isn't
so confusing.
Dumb. All right, it's gonna figure it out.
The neutral sig hits. Pavelski could get the D-Light recovery coming through here. Neutral sig misses, but Pavelski, I would love to be able to see him take the stock off of Godly here because Godly has done so well against the Jeyun all throughout the tournament. Side sig hits, he gets it.
Oh, it worked.
It worked.
Take that, universe.
You're just gonna keep saying the opposite of what you're gonna think is gonna happen. All right, Solarson. So what's going to happen here? Solarson,
dude, he's going to dominate. He's been doing so good that he's just going to come in here and absolutely thrash. And for Pavelski to bring it back right now would just be a silly thing to think. Let's watch.
All right, let's find out. Okay, all right. This long-running meme aside here, I do think that a really, like, when I was looking at what Yellow Team was setting up, I was thinking, okay, in this scenario that Pavelski can get past Godly,
It looked like he was going to survive that.
I was thinking that he would run through the rest of his opponents, but that recovery gets in, and Solarson,
if he had one more chance,
just gets him. And now Pavelski down to 1 stock, potentially last stock of the entire tournament.
But yellow team, I mean, the gap was larger than it is now. They are bringing it back, and if they continue at this pace, they can bring it back.
Okay, Frydasole puts out that pan and neutral.
Never
no
works.
one else will ever do that.
But he also never has been punished for
That's
it.
right.
So
it's a Frydasole special. You have to get a name for it. I'm not really sure what it's for.
Nothing happens, but it still works.
You know what happens? I notice it, Photo. That's what happens. I look at that and I go,
yeah. What happens is that we're talking about it.
If all the overlays were gone, there was 100 players playing, and every single time somebody came in, it was a different fate, but they were all playing fate. I could tell you it was Frydasole.
That's a good point.
That's why it matters.
That's a good point.
Solarson, wow, the pressure's really on here in this moment where I feel like Solarson's like...
Solarson, this is to win the tournament.
Yeah.
If Pink Team performs well in this game right now, it'll just all be over. Here comes Frydasole with the... He really wanted to recover him into that
He
weapon
loves
throw.
those maneuvers, too. He did it with the scythe before.
I love him, too.
He tried to get it with the orb, go for the teardrop, down six straight up, and that... You know,
ties up the stocks.
I still meet people that have played Brawlhalla for years that are like, wait, that move's got active input. Yes, it does. You can throw them straight up.
And because he was perfectly mid-stage, it was absolutely the optimal time to throw them up instead of the default side.
Petra Sidesig on Gauntlets has that too. And today, many people have just learned. Because most of the time you just see them pummel them off the side of the stage, but yeah, you can send them straight up, and that's a great thing for him to do. Frydasole now trying to get that extra damage onto Fozey to get the yellow team a lead. They're looking for it.
Yeah, Frydasole, he needs to have a great stock here. Oh, here we go.
This is the start of a great stock.
Oh, nice dodge from Fozey. Wait, a second opportunity. Sneak around to the other side, but he's got no weapon. He chooses to wait for the weapon instead of going for a crazy edge guard.
Nair hits. Tries to go for another Nair. 3 Nairs in a row, keeping Fozey up in the air, but the platform's providing him some purchase. Falls at the sideline side air, and Frydasole matches the dodge, doesn't get the punish. Fozey really had a lead, and it's kind of got away here. Frydasole's been chipping away, and that could give yellow team a super great comeback here in this game, which was originally in pink team's favor. Oh, no.
Frydasole, nice. He
gone.
avoids the weapon throw, but Fozey really had him with nowhere left to go. He capitalized on that perfectly. But look how damaged he is. Hysen could come in and equalize. He has this is the closest they've ever been in grand finals. If Hysen could just equalize right now, he can't take any more damage. Equalize, no damage.
Side air hits.
One more hit.
Down air.
He's looking
It's
for
the perfect time for Orb to have down air. No, he throws the weapon to the right, hoping he'd fade away. Weapon spawn comes in Fozey's favor.
Fozey's got weapon control now. Hysen looking for an opportunity. Maybe he can do it unarmed. Slide kick, ground pound, no chance. Fozey maintains weapon control. Hysen desperate, wishing he didn't throw that weapon away.
Yeah, it really punished him going for that orb weapon throw there.
He's got the hammer. Perfect.
Nice.
Yes. Look at this.
Okay.
It's tied up. You wouldn't believe it. But
we were both agreeing. Hysen had the best chance of going even with Godly here. This is the best they could possibly get.
Yeah, they finally have the opportunity here. This is all lining up for yellow team. Ooh, nice. Now, Hysen did great against Godly, even in a mirror match. So, you know, now they're sharing the orb and everything. And it seems like Hysen should be able to handle himself here.
They're really trading back and forth with the orb down airs. Hysen switches over to the hammer. Oh, that dodge.
Hammer versus
almost perfectly
unarmed.
dealt
This is a huge opportunity for Hysen, but Godly's got the gauntlets now, and he is really good at gauntlets.
Oh, he misses the punish.
Dang, that hurts. That hurts. Hysen's nearing KO range right now. He could get knocked out in like one good hit.
Nice side air. Tries to go for a stop. Shoryuken gets him off the top.
That was the good hit I was talking about.
That was as close as making it look like a Koji neutral sig as you could get. It was so perfectly placed to snipe him at the very end of the punch. Nicely done. And now Godly, only player left on the screen with 2 stocks. And he's up against Pavelski.
Pavelski's got to clutch it now, dude. He's not the last player on the team, but this is his potentially last stock of the tournament.
Oh, that's huge.
Did it.
He got it.
He did it.
That is the best Pavelski's performed against Godly.
Now, like for the first time, well, not for the first time, but now Pavelski is going up against Solarson.
This is the best opportunity
if the numbers make sense
to capitalize on. All right, Pavelski actually got a really good win against Godly. Now destroy the rest of the team.
Yes.
Let's see it.
This is it. We are relying on Pavelski to take us to game 3 here. Oh, he's getting so fancy. He's getting so fancy with the greatsword. But Solarson's not falling for any of it. He is totally aware of what Pavelski wants to do. And even though Pavelski keeps getting the openers, just the second hit requires a dodge read. It's tough.
Oh, the
What?
side stick.
No way.
If he didn't dash, I think it would have connected, but he dashed forward and he went right behind Pavelski. Side stick doesn't hit, and Pavelski now just running away.
He's gotten so many openers, but he just can't seal the deal.
Oh, Solarson fighting against Pavelski. This is the biggest distance when it comes to the seeds between these two teams. And Solarson gets the ground pound and wins over Pavelski.
Gravity cancel side stick in the wrong direction, burning his dodge for 3 seconds, and that's eventually what did him in. Solarson was able to get it.
It's
Yellow
all to
Team
Frydasole
still
and Hysen.
has a significant lead. Even though Pavelski didn't take the stock, he defeated Godly when he needed to, and he got a bunch of damage, gaining a huge damage lead on Solarson. So this is Yellow Team's chance to equalize.
Frydasole's got to take down Solarson
They got
here,
the lead.
bring it to an
Solarson
even.
burned his dodge. He can't make it back. Wait, yes he can.
Oh.
I was wrong.
Can Solarson get any extra damage down? And I think if you were talking about the lead in damage, it's the lead in damage, but Pink is just a bit ahead in stocks. Godly still has a lot of those left.
Yeah.
So that's why it's tough.
No, I didn't look at the numbers correctly.
And that means that Frydasole needs to just not take any damage here, make it dead even at stocks.
If he can just take Solarson out now, and oh man, if he wasn't underneath the stage, that would have knocked out. Ooh. Oh no, Solarson did not jump.
I can see Solarson. Okay, gets hit by the sider. I can't believe that had the. Frydasole's feeling good. Look at that.
Yeah, look how many times he pounded the table there.
It was a good 6.
Okay, it is so tied up right now. Here we go. It's all Yellow Team, baby.
Pretty darn close.
They got the chance.
Oh, and Hysen thrives in these anchor maneuvers, anchor positions, right? But Godly, it's gonna be so close. Let's just see how this match.
Is the tournament actually gonna just rely on Hysen defeating Godly in a 1v1?
We're gonna take this one neutral exchange at a time. Fozey versus Frydasole first. Let's take a look at this.
Yeah.
All right, switches over to the sword, keeping Frydasole off the weapons. Let's see what spawns in. It's on the left side of the stage. Scythe versus sword.
Not a particularly advantageous matchup for either of them.
Oh, nice side air.
That's another one. Every hit matters right now. Every little hit is a big deal. There's another one. Frydasole looking for the opportunity to send Fozey off the side. That's where he thrives the most. He's got to push him off the side. I think Fozey knows. You can see Fozey just staying center stage as much as he can.
Neutral light hits, chase dodges forward.
No
nice
unnecessary risks. No unnecessary risks.
He's got him off stage.
He's got him off stage. This is it.
Oh, did jump.
He went for it too.
Recovery actually hits the very end of the move. Still gets a lot of damage. Down airs the tail end of the neutral sig. He tried to get the landing off of the sider, but Fozey jumps above him.
It's so close, Taza.
Okay, Frydasole gets hit with a D-Light.
Falling off with the D-Light.
The neutral sig gets dodged, and he gets a Sarah punish. Fozey, I thought he was going to go for a ground pound. Down stick comes through instead. Weapon toss, down stick from the sword. Double down stick.
He's got to be scared, dude. He's got to be scared.
Frydasole's just like on the platform. He's like, oh man, what do I do?
Yeah,
he dodges through. The down air was so good.
There's a lot of active frames on that, dude. Frydasole timed that perfectly.
Down stick's like meant for
Fozey's got no dodge. Here it comes. Frydasole taking the offensive off the side. Can he finish him? What a play!
Can Fozey make it back?
No way. Wait,
dodge?
Yes way.
What? No, he never fell. Dude, Frydasole, me and you were all thinking there was no way. And if Fozey gets a stock off of that, that's crazy. No way.
Gosh.
How are they making this so close? Okay, down stick, dodge, recovery hit. Fozey defense too high. Frydasole has the orb. I mean, Sarah's not going to hit. Okay. All right.
Calm down.
I was hoping that the stocks would go away there, but it's not even the last stock of the game, but it feels that way.
The way these guys are playing
players realize that the entire game's like on their backs right now.
Absolutely.
The recovery hits. Fozey's still living. He has the dodge.
Bam! Oh, that taunt came out so fast.
Frydasole has celebrated so much.
All right,
he deserves it.
It's all on Godly's shoulders right now. They could just win this tournament if Godly could take the 2 stocks remaining off of the Yellow team. And with how damaged Frydasole is right now, it's not the second stock is not that crazy.
This is like I can tell Frydasole is okay. Neutral light comes down.
All right.
Game match
now
point.
We're gonna find out. Was it worth it? Can Hysen handle Godly in the anchor position? Here it comes. Godly.
Oh no. Okay. First hit goes over to Godly.
Remember,
or to
Hysen is ranked 13 in this event.
Yeah.
Going up against
and
Godly.
is just undefeated in 1v1 since he started competing. So Godly down there hits.
He is easily the most, I mean, he would be #1 seed in any 1v1 tournament.
Hysen loses this. Team Pink wins it. He wins this. They go to a game 3. And let's see. It's so close. Hysen in a slight damage deficit. He's got the defense advantage. So the Sarah hits him.
Godly could just win it right now, and he went for it with that slide kick, but it didn't pan out. Now Hysen's got a weapon advantage over Godly. Looking for his opportunity, but Godly manages to grab the orb. Here we go. Oh my God. Oh,
Stop.
Hysen. Okay.
Sarah
he's getting
sideline.
so much
He
damage.
went for the recovery, but Godly hits it with his own recovery. Hysen on the right side. Godly.
He's in KO range, man. He's in the danger zone.
Oh, yeah.
Hysen's got to be careful.
He's so close there. A neutral sig or a side sig. I feel like Thor can survive one strong hit here.
Thor
but then after that,
pretty
it's
good
done.
defense.
Oh, sideline sider. He's still living. Weapon throw. He fast falls.
That was a good dodge by Hysen. And the tournament is over, ladies and gentlemen. The pink team wins the European Crew Battle Invitational. Godly, Fozey, and Solarson are the champions.
Oh, man, and Solarson.
Man, that came down.
Solarson at the end, highest damage on the team. I cannot believe it.
Dude, Solarson putting the team on his back.
I mean, what?
Even though Godly clutched it in the end, like, it cannot be understated how much Solarson did. He's coming in ranked 22 out of 24 in the entire event, and he is MVP twice in a row. He MVP'd Grand Finals.
And even though Team Yellow lost that, Frydasole had 4 knockouts, highest on his team, 817 damage, and was also the lowest seed on the team, coming at 19.
That was a real battle of the underdogs.
Yeah,
like,
and
for some reason,
the underdogs looked the best.
It was Frydasole doing more than anybody on his team, and it was Solarson doing more than anybody on his team. Not what you'd expect when they're teamed with guys like Godly and Pavelski.
Yeah.
And it's not like they did poorly, but so